And we should be live. At least I think we are. The Bills are now trailing 21-10. Yikes. For all the fans out there in Bills land, there's still 2 quarters to go. Keep your spirits up. You still got Josh Allen, a MVP candidate on your side. But anyways, welcome to the Sunday Night Stumble Show. It is Sunday, January the 26th. It's always a hard one to roll off the tongue, right? Any day that ends in a TH, 26th. Just kind of abruptly stops. Maybe I just suck at speaking. It's probably that. But I see Janice Pike is here. Medano 1973. Helen, Sheena Roberts, Whippy Dude, Divyesh Patel. Boom Productions says the Bills take too many penalties. Julie, DePace, Eva, Gertej, Drew Costin, Jennifer Gala, Sebastian, Alicia Lewis. I think you just joined up to Patreon. Is either you or another Alicia. Thank you so much for that. Who's Jaw, Randy Ruck, John Nicholson, Mary W, Michelle, Jeanette Morales, Everett Clendenin, and everyone else. Thank you for joining in. And Liam, first super chat for the stream, $5 from a moderator and fellow YouTuber, Liam, Epic Nation HD. Cheers to you, Liam. Thanks for the super chat. Hope all is well on your end. I heard you went bowling on Friday with Yoshi and some of the guys. How did you do? Did you win? Anthony is here. I just kind of stayed in on Friday. And today I went out, made a couple of videos. Yesterday I went out, made a video. I'm kind of embarrassed to say what I did last night, but I'll just say it anyways. I went to Jack Astor's. Nothing says suburbia like Jack Astor's. I had like a fried chicken sandwich and a salad. My chicken sandwich was kind of burnt, but other than that, it wasn't bad. The salad was okay. I had a Guinness. Can't really screw up again. Well, you actually, that's the one beer you can screw up if you pour it wrong, if you get a pint of it. But it was served well enough. Wesley is here. Cactus Steve. Johnny, wrong date, not 2020. Where did I put 2020 in the description? Oh, I put 2024. Oopsie doopsie. Thank you for that. That is fixed. Whenever I make a mistake, someone usually points that out. Lisa likes to do that in my videos when I put the wrong date in the description. That's the good thing about being your own boss. Fuck it. You can make mistakes. Who cares? Jellybean says Oasis Aqua Lounge. No, will not be going there. The entire world is rooting for the Bills because of Kelsey and his significant other. Well, not everyone's an Andy Reid fan either. There's a lot of anti-Andy Reid fans. Although, watching Andy Reid face the Eagles would be pretty awesome for the Super Bowl. So this is kind of like a win-win coming up. But thanks for tuning in. I'm just reading some of your comments. Alicia Lewis says, yep, it's me. Well, thank you again. If you're looking for your name at the end of the credits for the next like 4 or 5 days or so, it's not yet going to appear. I need to update that list. But if you do cancel your membership, I will keep your name on there for another 2 weeks just to make up for it. I apologize for that. That's just a task I'm probably not going to get around to doing for another 5 days or so. Everett, $20. I hope you're doing well. Holy shitballs, Everett. Thank you so much for the $20. Cheers to you, Everett, and thanks for tuning in. And on that note, since I was a bad boy and drank on Friday night on my live stream, and then I had some Jack Astor's, which Cam says don't speak bad of Jack Astor's. I'll speak bad of Jack Astor's. It's, I could have gone to the Pilot. I was at Young and Bloor. I was looking for something close. Could have gone to the Pilot. Could have gone in any direction and found a better place, but I went to Jack Astor's. I was curious. I guess what's next? Pickle Barrel, Milestones. We'll try them all. All the suburban strip mall parking lot chains. But tonight we're just gonna keep it easy and have a Diet Pepsi. There's not much to this. I get a lot of comments from people saying like, dude, that's so bad for you. You're gonna give yourself cancer. It's like, this aspartame was approved in Canada in 1981. There's people that have been drinking tons of this stuff their whole adult life, and there's no connection. At this point, I think, you know, I used to be super skeptical of artificial sweeteners, but if you look at the studies, the amount that they have to give to a rat to show that it's carcinogenic is like 1,000 times what's in this can. And that's to a rat, let alone a human. So is it safe? Yeah, like this is still bad for you for a million reasons, but artificial sweeteners, I already know your comments are coming saying, how can you drink that? That's worse than sugar. Fuck off. No, it's not. It's fine. I'm just going to put my fingers in my ears. But anyways, cheers. And I hope you're all having an awesome Sunday night. Justinsky says, yeah, and they have cancer. You cannot draw the link. Show me the study. Show me the study in a scientific journal that draws the link. Show me a doctor who can profoundly say there's a link. There isn't a link. It doesn't exist. Lisa says, hi. Richard Holst says, hi, Johnny. Jollykins drinks the decaf Pepsi all the time. Do they make decaf with sugar? I think you have to drink one with artificial sweetener. Lisa says, enjoy it. That's the thing about life. We all do stuff that's bad, right? Some people smoke. Some people drink wine. Some people drink beer. Some people smoke pot. Some people barely get out of their house, right? Like, whatever. Live and let live. Brooke McLean says, do a poll for Chiefs versus Bills. Hey, the Bills are trying to engineer something here. All right.
Should have gone to Crown and Dragon for best wings ever. Across from Crappy Tire.
Boom Productions with the suggestion for $6.99. Should have gone to the Crown and Dragon for the best wings ever across from Crappy Tire. You know what? I've seen that place. I should have gone, but I wanted to scratch that itch. What is Jack Astor's like? I haven't been there in like 20 years. And I think it was that location that I last went to. But thank you, Boom Productions, for the $6.99. We're going to ask, will the Bills come back? Yes, no, don't care, or don't care enough. There we go. Just Smitty says lots of studies on artificial sweeteners saying they aren't that bad. Just change the microgut biome temporarily. Regular soda is way worse and so much sugar. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Cam says Pilot is overrated. All the advertising people go there. Pilot, I don't know. I think it's fine. You spend like 15, 20 bucks on an entree, another like $8-9 on a beer. Pretty reasonable. Pilot and Hemingway's are like the two Yorkville places where you don't break the bank. Lisa says both of my parents are big fans and I like them, so I hope they do. Lisa actually has an opinion on a football game. Not New York says, as undisciplined as Buffalo is, they do hang in there. Touchdown Buffalo. Yes, it is 21. The kick is good. You can see how delayed this stream is. And possibly my stream on there is delayed. There's a flag, but they're within striking distance. That makes it a drastically different third quarter we're going into. Whippy Dude says, that's your Mississauga roots bringing you to Jack Astor's. Awesome. You know, going to a Bills game is a lot of fun. I last went to a Bills game, I think, in like 2018. Me and a bunch of coworkers, we rented a car from Brookfield Place, drove it down to Orchard Park. I think we went to like Mighty Taco on the way back after the Bills game. We met some like super sloshed, loaded people around us that were like tailgating 4 hours before the game. And they were like, yeah, we're driving home. And we're like, who is driving home? And they're like, you don't want to know. So I guess that's just the culture there. I don't know. That part wasn't cool, but everything else was pretty cool and a lot of fun. Tailgating. Oh, the Bills are going for 2. Did they get the push? No, they didn't. 21-16. Yikes. Karen on the Humber is here. Phuket Walk is here. Lisa says, I know a bunch of Niagara folks that bus it all the time. It's really weird because Orchard Park Stadium's like in the middle of nowhere. Like a bunch of cow pastures. There's no real transit to get there. It's just a sea of parking lots. And they're building like a new $1 billion stadium in the same location. It's kind of weird. Lisa says, I believe they're going to make it. 40% of you say yes, the Bills are going to come back. 16% of you say no. 44% of you don't know or don't care. Well, the good news for you that don't know or don't care, it's about to be halftime, which means you're going to have my full undivided attention, for better or worse. Not New York says, ouch. Sebastian Everett says hello to Jeanette. Jeanette down in Houston. Hope all is going well. Chris Mills says went to a Seahawks game a few years ago. Yikes, those people are hardcore tailgaters. It's pretty much the way it goes down south. Drew says I was in Buffalo the year the Bills won the Super Bowl back in the 90s. Did the Bills win the Super Bowl back in the 90s? You mean...
There's a request for a birthday song telegram from you, pretty please. Right pointing finger, left pointing finger.
I'll get back to you, Chris, in one sec. I don't think the Bills won the Super Bowl. They they were like the Atlanta Braves of the 90s, right? They kept losing. This is a request for a birthday song telegram. Chris, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy birthday to you. What is a birthday song telegram? Is that like, do I have to sing a song? Hey Google, what is a birthday song telegram?
A birthday song telegram is a fun and unique way to send a birthday message. Here's how it works. You order a singing telegram. You contact a company that specializes in delivering singing telegrams. They deliver the message. A performer, often in costume, will go to the recipient's location, home, work, etc., and sing a special birthday song.
This sounds like a lot of work.
The song may be a classic birthday tune or something more.
Randy Ruck says the Bills never won no Super Bowl. We'll just say to Chris, happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you, Chris. I was trying to do Marilyn Monroe. I can't sing. No one in their right mind wants me to sing, let alone pays money for me to sing. But happy birthday, Chris. I hope you enjoyed your birthday today and you enjoy the rest of it. If it's today, if it's tomorrow, I hope you have a good one. Lisa says, dance YouTuber. Yeah, like the stripper on the pole, right? You send the super chat. I gotta dance around the pole, but seriously, happy birthday. Just reading some of your messages. Epic Nation HD says, happy birthday, Chris. You know, I'm undecided if we're going to go live tomorrow morning on the Strides channel or if I'm just going to post a video and take a little bit of time off from going live. I don't really know, but stay tuned to find out. I probably won't post, won't let you know until tomorrow. I'll probably refrain from posting a premiere. Boom says the Bills have the distinction of being the biggest strokers in Super Bowl after the Vikings, who also lost 4 in a row. Who was the kicker? Scott Norwood? They had a kicker who had unbelievably bad luck. Karen says, ask Google to sing happy birthday or echo. Chris says, that was amazing. Thank you for everyone. Maybe I should start doing singing telegrams for a living. Cam says, as long as you do an airport live stream. I don't know about that. Maybe. It depends. Do people want to be woken up at 3 a.m. with an airport live stream? Am I going away? I don't know. I sure haven't packed yet. Boom Production says, yep, Scott Norwood. What's the site where you can buy celebrity greetings? Asks Lisa. What's the site where you can... Cameo. You know, can I pay for a Cameo to introduce one of my videos? Tony Hawk. John Gruden. That guy went pretty far down the ladder in his career, didn't he? He was on top of the NFL world, highly sought after analyst, huge payday from the Oakland Raiders, and then it got let out that he didn't use some very appropriate language, to say the least. He was kind of a hateful dude. And yeah, $150, 99 plus for Tony Hawk. Boffum? I don't even know who Boffum is. Chris Rock double, $50 for a guy who looks like Chris Rock. These people will do it within an hour. So within an hour, if I pay for one of these people, they will say, Zach Galifianakis? Is that really him? Actor, impersonator, stand-in. $19. Gifts for every budget. Categories, actors. John Lovitz is here. $215. Chuck Norris, $645. I don't recognize a lot of these people. These are not a who's who of actors. I wonder how many people actually order from these people. Lisa says, isn't it hilarious? It's a smart idea. It's a smart idea. Is there like a YouTuber section? Creators. There we go. I don't know any of these people, but they're definitely a lot cheaper. You guys probably recognize some of these people. Comedian for Smosh? Didn't they like ruin their YouTube channel? Below Average Man, $22. King Krabby Patty? Gwyneth McMullen? Oh well, it's fun. It's stupid. It's all of those things at once. Average Fashion Blogger, $65. Yeah, I think my price on here would be about $2. I think that would be right. Jellybean says most men are below average. You could say that, well, average or median, right? Most men are below the median, or at least half of the men are. And that's subjective. It's rude to call someone above or below average. By whose standards? By whose standards? Puppets? Kermit's Muppets? Elmo and Friends? These are impersonator. Anyways, let's get off of this. Is there another website where you can do this? Is there like a knockoff Cameo? Memo. Get personalized messages from celebrities. You could be the first walktuber on Camo, a pioneer. Caleb, you'll have to find out. It might be coming up soon. Who was that? Bruce Buffer? LeVar Ball? Who the hell would want LeVar Ball? Forrest Griffin? There's an awesome guy. Jimmy King. He was a Toronto Raptor. He was one of the OG Toronto Raptors. Jimmy King is on here for $100. Mike Singletary. Was he related to Devin Singletary? Anyways, this is Don Beebe. Legendary Don Beebe. Holy shit. We've got another one of these sites. Anyways, let's get off of that topic. How the hell are you guys tonight? Johnny, my friend Will loves Toronto. Convince him to move there in 60 seconds or less, says Abby Mark. It depends where he's moving from. Neighborhoods, food, job opportunities. As shitty as the economy is, this is the best place for job opportunities. Dating, it's the biggest city. It's the most fish in the sea, right? It's good for that. That's it. We're done. All the other cities. Better transit, even though it's held together by some like bubblegum and bandages. As shitty as it is vastly superior to anything else in the country. Sorry, Montreal. It's just a lot better than your transit if you include the bus route or the surface routes. If you can convince someone to move in a minute, that was way too easy. Unless, yeah, that's true. Unless you're like, the whole city is a 24-hour nudist colony and you don't have to, I don't know. There'd have to be something like, although, would you really want to see 90% of the people? No. Cam says, sing. Kathleen Doss says, hi everyone, happy Sunday night. Happy Sunday night to you. Janice says, caramel popcorn. There we go. Cinnabon at Eglinton Station. There we go. There's your reason to move to Toronto. Don't go to Cinnabon. That shit will make you very unhealthy. But do smell it. It is fantastic walking through Eglinton Station, smelling Cinnabon every day. It's one of the greatest wonders of the world, if you ask me. That Bathurst Station smells pretty good too. Don't get me wrong, but you can't beat that Cinnabon at Eglinton Station. Chris Mill says, is it still there? Yes, it is still there. I think the second cup is gone. There used to be a second cup by the northern entrance. Lisa says, why isn't there a candle that mimics that shit? Cinnabon? Yeah. You could probably find one. I don't know. As we wait for the Bills game to resume in the third quarter, this stream will probably not go all the way to the end of the game. I'll probably end it just to watch it. Stella says, I like Toronto because there's many neighborhoods and it's diverse. That's exactly it. It's awesome. Lisa says, Bathurst in the morning smells like my high school cafeteria in the morning. Fresh cookies. There's a good one. Chris says, sometimes I decided to walk to Lawrence from Eglinton just to smell Cinnabon first. There you go. Julie says, either I'm babbling or your brain just broke. Ian McLeod says, I don't want an all-nudist Toronto if it includes Doug Ford. Yeah, no comment on that. I don't think anyone wants to see that. Hey, we are at 260 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I was like a minute late starting the stream. I had a little bit of trouble getting the green screen lighting working out, but I think we figured it out. It should look okay. It was literally the only perk of being the first kids at school for the day. Pine Soul says, I remember there was a sad, lonely Cinnabon at Shepherd Young Station years ago. One of the few people who calls it Shepherd Young Station. Most people call it Young and Shepherd, right? Even though its actual name is Shepherd Young. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This was actually the background I was choosing for the Johnny Stride stream on Friday. Let's end this poll. 41% of you think the Bills are coming back. They're down by 5. 15% of you say no. 44% of you don't know or don't care. What's a good place to get soup dumplings in Toronto? Soup dumplings. I know Mother's Dumplings is pretty good in Chinatown, but soup dumplings. Maybe someone can help you out with that. Maybe Mother's Dumplings has soup dumplings. There's a few good dumpling spots. I would also look into Momo. There's tons of great Momo restaurants in Toronto if you're into dumplings. Jelly Bean says juicy dumpling. That's kind of like the Dollarama of dumpling stores. I'm not too sure about that, but it's definitely like the cheapest place to get dumplings. Did you know on YouTube you can come down here and see what else is live? Trump's high-stakes Canada announcement. This is the Times of India. And even though they're just replaying the same bullshit, they have 1.4K people watching. Live, Trump quickly hit by legal tsunami to stop him. Live, Scump watch party, Optic, Texas vs. Toronto Ultra. 51,000 people watching. There are 51,000 people watching Optic, Texas vs. Toronto Ultra. I don't even know what this is. Man, I am old. I have no idea what we're looking at. Randy Ruck says, good morning and good night, Falca. You're done. All right, Randy Ruck. Just imagine 51,000 people watching a live stream. And this is probably on Twitch too, right? They probably have a huge number of people watching over there. We are back. Lawsuit. 18-year-old with BBL, feminist Brazilian butt lift. Is that what BBL? That looks like a
boyfriend or anything, so the opportunity hasn't come up. I'm not against it.
All right.
I have a question that might be completely off topic, but did anyone buy Trump coin?
I did not.
No.
I think we're having a better time over on the stream. They've got the numbers, but That looked really weird. Bills versus Chiefs live play-by-play. This guy's got 8,000 people watching. What else do we got going on here? Is that it for live? Show more. I don't like this interface. Tournament Sunday Live. This guy's got 15,000 people watching. CNN News 18, 3,000 people. Johnny Stumbles did not make... Johnny Strides a few times have like made this. Lisa says, is this your algorithm? No, this is the fake Johnny Strides account algorithm. This account, I don't even know the email address this account's tied to, because johnnystrides@gmail.com is not this account. If I go... Oh, this one is at Johnny Strides 416. There we go. This is like a fake account. So I never use this. I never log into this. Same with my Johnny Strides email account. I never use that or log into that. And the email address associated with my YouTube channel, I never publish or associate anywhere else. And then I have too many Gmail addresses. It's annoying. And they all have ridiculous, impossible passwords that if I ever get like a concussion, I'll be in big trouble because I'm not going to remember them. Cam says, I just watched a BBL segment on Botched. That show is awesome. Jerome says, Johnny, would you get a BBL? Why would anybody get a BBL? Like, doesn't that... I don't know. I thought there was like an actual chance that you can die if you get that, right? Is ChatGPT going to just open here without me having to log in? Try ChatGPT. Can you die from getting a BBL? Yes, it's possible to die from a Brazilian butt lift, though it's considered a rare outcome. The primary risk comes from fat being injected into the wrong area. Why would anyone do this to themselves? Why? I don't know. Choose a board-certified surgeon with experience specifically in BBLs. I've seen some of those shows like Botched where like the plastic surgeons specifically say, I do not do this procedure because it is not safe. And like, why are you doing this? To like make it hurt so you sit down for a while and have an unnatural caboose? Just like eat a little bit, do some squats, do some lunges. I don't know. I think it looks ridiculous when people walking around with a fake booty. Just my opinion. If you like it, go ahead. But that ain't worth dying for. That ain't worth dying for. I'd only get like plastic surgery if I was like, you know, in an accident and wanted to repair things. I don't think I would get it. Not that I have anything against doing that. That's just my policy on that. Anyways, nobody needs my opinion on BBLs. Let's get off of this topic. Falcom says, because some people are so disgusting on the butt lift here. Eye rolls. Chris Mills says, an unnatural caboose. Classic. I don't know. Maybe if you were like genetically just had absolutely no ass and like it just bothered you some, go do it. But to me, that risk is insane. It's like a very real risk that you could die from it. Boom Production says, gotta go second half. Great to see you all in the chat. And at least Kansas City didn't like run it back almost all the way off of this kickoff. 14:55 to go. Go Bills. Toronto Walker is here. Lisa says you can have a pretty unnatural looking butt if you put in the work. There's a fitness influencer who like her name is Lean Beef Patty. She's like super lean, but like just absolutely ripped.
They can't hear you, man. You gotta nod up and down or shit.
And I'm not saying on that part of her body she has been able to achieve something similar to that, but she has been able to achieve something similar to that. There is a chick who can honestly like lift more than 98% of the guys out there. Like, she's ridiculous, but she's got a super impressive channel and it's very entertaining too. Something big is coming? Is she pregnant? There's an interesting thumbnail. TikTok scam and influenced. I don't know. I went down like the fitness YouTuber rabbit hole and ended up on like her channel. And like, hey, good for her. 15-minute home leg workout.
Hello, and welcome back to another follow-along routine. Today.
There you go. Don't do a Brazilian butt lift. Just do that. Anyways, we'll get off of that. We'll get off of that. Jellybean says Kardashian butts. Lisa says she decorates like me. Carol says, Johnny, have you ever been to Florida? Yes, I've been to Florida in the 80s many times. We used to go to the Magic Kingdom. I went to Universal right when it opened. Went on Confrontation. The Earthquake was a ride there. Jaws was broken the day we went. But yeah, Tampa. I've been to Tampa a bunch of times. I've showed a YouTube clip of me in Florida. Cinnamon. Of me in Tampa Bay. But there it is. Florida Cinnamon. There I am. This is like 18 years ago. 2006. Florida trip. Company dinner at Krabby Bill's. The way this restaurant had a thing where if you can swallow a whole spoon of cinnamon, you won a t-shirt. So me and this dude were like, yeah, we can do it. Chris says baby strides. I'm like, I think 25, 26 in this. We were both super drunk. That polo screams 2000s. Jeanette says I look 17. He stopped recording right when I got my cheer. Anyways, yeah, that was a Danielle Otto. And Florida Jump. This was from the same trip. That was just a big old dude doing a belly flop. I remember that was like a company trip I went on, and what was funny was we went to Tampa Bay in like November or December, and everyone there was wearing like sweaters and jackets because it was like, you know, maybe 18, 19 degrees. And we were like the Canadians, like shorts, t-shirts on the beach, walking around. And I think Americans there looked at us like we were nuts. They're like, dude, it's fucking cold here. What are you guys doing? And we're like, you know where we're from? This is nice. And that's why the company went when it did, because I think it was a little bit cheaper. It wasn't quite as hot as it could be. Chris says, I loved how this was filmed on a 2008 Potato. That was shockingly good quality for 2008. Billy T says Daytona was a blast, but that was my last time in Florida 18 years ago. Any old home videos to share? That could be a funny segment, says Lorraine McLean. No, I don't. I had a high school project I did for law class where it was like on terrorism. And it was actually like by today's standards kind of offensive. I have no idea how our teacher didn't like fail us and expel us. But that's the only old video, and I will not show that in a million years. I've decided that video never needs to see the light of day on the internet. We were high school kids. We were stupid. It was like 1996. Like, give us a break. But unfortunately, I can't show that because that would be not a cool thing to watch or to watch. Toronto Walker says it's been 20 years since your last trip to Florida. And the Bills looks like they're getting the ball back. Mahomes didn't complete the pass. Today's standards are pathetic. They need reality checks. I think people just need to lighten up. The world's too politically correct, but we've definitely moved in the right direction on some things, so maybe I'm a hypocrite. Abby says, I second Jerome's request. Need to know if Johnny knows the Krabby Patty secret formula. Anyways, New York City night walk tour, Midtown of Manhattan, Lonely Traveler USA. This person is live, and they only have 5 people watching. You guys like New York City or what? He's just walking like literally down the middle of the street. This looks like it's with a GoPro. Look how wide that is. Or maybe he's just using like that doesn't look like an iPhone. I don't see all those little nasty green floating orbs all over the place. I don't know. It's like an action camera or it's a phone with its wide angle lens that is not an iPhone. There's no way that could be an iPhone. And Tana and AJ is live. 6. All right. Have a good night, Tana and AJ. Johnny B says adjustment request edibles. No, we're keeping it. We're keeping it on the level. Tana says always something going on in New York City. Yeah, that's Odaiba live camera. Can't play the music. That's cool. They've clearly got like a filter on that camera. That's given off like way too cool from a color perspective. I like my picture a little warmer than that. Beach Bar, St. John webcam. This is the Beach Bar, St. John, the U.S. Virgin Islands. Imagine you're just like hanging out at a bar and some asshole in Toronto is like watching you and then pulls you up on his live stream. And now 280 people are watching you. How do we know if the ocean is friendly? It waves. Huh. Johnny, what's the favorite place that you've traveled to, says Jerome. My favorite place? I'm a city person, so I would probably say Tokyo. Like, Tokyo's the one place, like, the second I left it, I realized why I have been there so many times and why I need to go back, like, as soon as possible. It's just... You guys saw, like, I was streaming every day there. I was making tons of content. I think I want to go back and do a little bit less camera in hand, a little more this is for me stuff. But yeah, probably Tokyo. And it's just like, if you're a city person like me, it's just mind blowing. There's nothing else like it on earth. Hello, Jake's channel. Well, hello. You are just addicted to the Daft vending machine, says Jollykins. No. The Daft vending machines. We should go back to Tokyo and I should revive the daily vending machine challenge. That was fun. Anyways, let's take a look at what's going on in Toronto on Reddit. Hey, the Bills got the ball back. 2nd and 5. James Cook busting off a huge run. Is he going all the way? No, but he is very close to it. New Facebook Marketplace scam. I had 3 different Marketplace interactions this weekend turn out to be the same scam. I was looking at postings for camera gear and messaged 3 different people with 3 different cameras. All a bit too good to be true. The scammers have done enough research to post desirable items people might not know are desirable to emulate a thrift store find. They all were at posing as middle-aged women and had pictures with the cameras, not just stock photos. Each of them sent an address right away but wasn't home. They had received lots of messages about the item and asked for a $50 e-transfer fee to hold the item for you. No, that's how you know it's a scam. And of course, they went there and yeah, they didn't give them a real address. Also, don't take deposits because those are also usually scams. With the receive e-transfer email they send you are actually going to get you to enter your bank credentials to be stolen. Basically, deposits are a complete no-go for this kind of unregulated. Yeah, don't. I thought I got a PS4 Pro back before the pandemic this way, when the PS4 Pro was like hot shit. There, I saw on Facebook Marketplace, someone said, hey, I just bought a big screen TV from the Brick and it came with this PS4. And they were selling it for like $100 lower than the normal PS4 price. They didn't realize it was a Pro. So I saw that ad. It was posted within like 5 minutes. I replied like, I will take this off your hands as soon as possible, knowing that they were going to get bombarded with people asking to get it. And this like really sweet old dude shows up, and sure enough, it's a PS4 Pro. And I let him know, I'm like, you know, this is worth a lot more than what you're selling it for. And he's like, I don't care. I just want rid of the thing. I didn't want it to begin with. And I'm like, I can give you an extra $50 because like this is way too low of a price. And he refused. But yeah, sometimes, you know, too good to be true stuff can be too good to be true. But this was like asking for $50 to hold the item. That's 100% a scam. Chris Mill says a lot of bad actors out there. Yeah, there's a lot of shitty people in society. Whippy Dude says, I know someone whose bank account got cleaned out that way. Yeah, if you're accepting an e-transfer and it doesn't go straight to your app on your phone, or if you're doing it through your PC, make sure it's going to your actual institution's website. Like, open that shit up in a separate tab and check the address. And if it's not exactly the same, no, do not do it. Vivian got a message saying you are getting money from the IRS. Funny, didn't know Trump was so generous to Canadians. I get stuff like that all the time. There's an item from DHL worth like $4,000 with your name on it, but you have to pay duty for us to release the item. Please send us your credit card number and then we'll send you the item. And of course, like the duty's like, you're like, yeah, I want a $4,000 item, but if you're not even expecting anything, common sense. Yesterday in the polar vortex, morning in the beaches, evening in the Portlands. All right, these are some highly edited photos, but they look pretty cool. I hate the fact that new Reddit is better at photos than old Reddit. That's an awesome photo. And that ain't going anywhere for a while. Go Bills! Josh Allen just beasting it up the middle. Sorry for the random Bills commentary. Cool photos. What celebrities have you randomly bumped into in Toronto? Someone asked me this on Friday night's stream. I wonder if that's why this got posted here. That's a pretty cool picture. That looks like Davisville Station, right? That's got to be Davisville Station. Right? Davisville? It's probably in the comments. Sick pick. This pick goes hard. Stephen T says, did it get... Oh, yeah, he says, nope, Rosedale. I guess that could be Rosedale. I don't know. Lisa says, goes hard. Stella says, really nice photo. I think so. A bevy of trumpeter swans singing at the Outer Harbor Marina. A lot of noisy swans. Planned Ontario Place redevelopment will add to traffic woes. No shit. TTC riders in for longer weekend subway closures, earlier weeknight service suspend. Yeah, they released a metric ton. Hey, Bills. I don't see the touchdown yet, Jeanette. Alicia Lewis says touchdown Bills. I have it 3rd and goal. You guys are spoiling it for me. One Red Cloud says, how does a scientist freshen her breath with experiments? Huh. Come on, guys. My stream is delayed. Or at least when I see your chat. Brooke McLean says, I don't see it yet either. I saw this video, how air traffic control works in the busiest airport in Canada. This was like a super cool video on Not What You Think. Jeremy says, Bill scored a touchdown. Go Bills! We live vicariously through the football team closest to this city. Too bad Detroit didn't do more this year. They had a real chance. That's kind of like the other honorary Toronto NFL team. Michael Ford, Premier Doug's nephew, will not seek re-election. Probably because he's shuffling off to a cushy gig in the private sector. It's kind of the grift they pull. City Hall spent tens of thousands promoting Taylor Swift document show. Okay. I know the city will say, but it generated way more than that for the city. Maybe, but it was going to do that anyways. You don't have to like spend taxpayer money advertising something that is already creating an avalanche of business in the city. Remember who approved these things when you're voting. TTC planning dozens of major streetcar service disruptions in 2025. There will never be a time in our lives where the whole TTC streetcar network is working, right? Today I was on Spadina. The streetcars were supposed to come back in December. They're now not going to come back until at least March. Here's what's happening with Toronto's $5.6 billion Yonge North subway extension. The ridiculous Yonge North subway extension that was like diverted because of NIMBY concerns when it really should just be buried underneath Yonge the whole way. Yeah, look at this ridiculous diversion here to get from Royal Orchard to Langstaff Go. Oh, they have a... Also, look at this, between Finch and Steeles. No station at Cummer. They should at least rough that in to plug that gap in the future. Between Clark and Royal Orchard, if you've ever walked this stretch, it is kind of a giant no man's land, so that makes sense. But this diversion between Royal Orchard and Langstaff is costing us a fortune, and it's so stupidly unnecessary, especially that far up north. They could literally just put an above grade rail track on the ground and tell the local councilors up there to shove it. They're getting a subway. Anyways, Brampton will get its first subway line as the 905 population booms. I did not hear that. Brampton will become just the 4th Ontario municipality with a subway, or technically an underground LRT if you want to get nitpicky. The provincial government confirmed rumors that had been swirling on a Friday announcement that the Hazel-McCallion line under construction will include a tunneled section through downtown Brampton. Thank goodness. It's not too much I like this, or not too often I agree or like this dingbat, but when I was in Brampton doing my video, the thing that really bothered me the most was they're building the LRT up here, Ontario, and then it's stopping before it goes through the historic downtown. You know, the one like urbanized center where transit makes sense. Brampton City Council did not want to have the LRT go in there due to like NIMBY concerns. So this is actually good. They figured out a way to get the LRT into downtown Brampton. Of course, it's got to go underground and it's going to cost way too much. And Metrolinx is behind it, so it's never actually going to open. But that's a move in the right direction. Now, dumbass, get the Crosstown LRT open and connect it to the airport. It makes no fucking sense that it doesn't go to the airport. Even the extension they're building for the Crosstown LRT doesn't go to the airport. Epic Nation HD says, Dingbat, I don't understand why cities with subway systems that want to expand don't just buy their own drilling rigs. I don't know the economics of that. Where would you find an elephant? Answer, where you lost her? I'm not sure I get that one. I'm not sure I get that one. But hey, good for suburban transit. I'm glad downtown Brampton is not being skipped, because then, like, what the hell's the point of even building the LRT if it's not going there? Maple Leafs Mitch Marner went on stage to sing at another Toronto concert. Is that news? I don't think that should be news. Elon Musk is about to majorly hike prices. I heard that Teslas are going up by like $9,000 on average. All right, tariff trade wars. Nominate a community hero in Ontario and you could win 1 million Moi points. Let's nominate that dude Ryan getting all those tiny homes built. Anyways, I think we just went from Reddit to BlogTO. I didn't even realize we were doing that. Metrolinx needs to purchase a big boring machine instead of renting them. That way they can... I think what Metrolinx is in the process of doing is bringing all the expertise and experience in-house. What they're doing actually kind of makes sense, because these public-private consortiums do not work. They have never worked. They're bad for the taxpayer. They're bad for getting projects done on time. And bidding stuff out to the lowest bidder is a surefire way to have a project take way too long to complete and go way over budget. So I think I was reading somewhere, and that's what Metrolinx is ultimately trying to do. Say, hey, one day we can just do all this with our own in-house expertise rather than outsourcing everything. So maybe they'll have their own tunnel boring machines at one point. Tiana says Travis playing football tonight. His team is. He's on the field right now. Buffalo 22, Kansas City 21, 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Stephen T says, I guess it has more to do with the engineering firm that has to be able to run such equipment. Metrolinx wouldn't have those professionals on hand. Someone in Canada should have that on hand. Probably cheaper to rent. It's all about money, says Chris Mills. I think it's all about getting shit built properly and on time. 2 foot tall guy dunks. I have to see this. How does a guy who's 2 feet tall dunk? Oh, this is Harlem Globetrotters. How's a guy who's 2 feet gonna dunk? Okay, pretty sure we've seen some traveling. Sorry, I got sidetracked here. I'll take myself off the screen. Yeah, that's traveling, and that guy isn't even trying to steal the ball. How ridiculous is that? Oh, come on! That's not a... He got lifted! Boo! I want my money back. Phuket walks to some trial. Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was like the equivalent of watching the WWE thinking you're watching like UFC, right? That was as fake as F. But I guess you don't go to the Harlem Globetrotters expecting like real basketball. All right, let's skip that topic. What time is it? It is, time's going by fast. It is 8:56. The dude who is 2 feet tall, his life ain't easy, give him the win. Yeah, it's entertainment, and it's cool that, like, he's got a job and gets to travel and play basketball for a living. That's all fun, but the title was a little misleading, that's all. Hey, this is my YouTube short from the bar Betty's that I posted on this channel. Our urinal uses a technology that does not require flushing. Cool. Yes, I made a video in a urinal. On the wall, it says look up. So you look up. Made you look. Lisa says, you do know we can't see you, right? I thought you would appreciate not being able to see me for a while. Brad Palmer uploaded wood stove cooking. Wood stove cooking. Interesting. He's a very, very resourceful person. Kyrie says, did you ever talk about the sinkhole that appeared at church in Wellesley? I was live streaming there last week and we went down to check it out, but it was already plugged in by the time I got there. Isn't there a Hedberg joke about that chef's hat? I don't know. But yeah, Brad's been a busy dude for sure. He puts up a lot of content. Chris says, we don't come here just for the amazing commentary. You know? Huh. Jellybean says, I don't watch this channel. Hey, there's only so many channels you can watch, right? Quebec City Live 1 year ago. I may or may not be going live from another city later this week. Kyrie misses Betty so much. Yeah, and you know what pains me? It's just like, it's still there. Like, they could have been open till today. They closed it so prematurely, right? And it was like, pandemic's done. Betty's, you're closed. Goodbye. And they had the potluck pizza or potlucky pizza that was cool. I'll never forget the time we asked for no meat on a potlucky pizza because my friends were vegetarians. And the waitress was like, no, you don't get to say what's on it. So you have no say in that. We were like, okay, if they're going to put meat on it, just don't put the meat on it then. And don't replace it with anything. And she's like, it doesn't work like that. So we had to call another waitress over who was like, she said, that's the R word. We'll get you a pizza without meat. And we were like, thank you. That was the only negative experience in like dozens and dozens of visits at that bar. Love that bar. It's awesome. They have another location on Queen Street East in Leslieville that's okay, but not at all the same thing. Digital Blade Canada, $2. There's only so many channels stuck with us. Thank you, Digital Blade Canada, for the $2. Your name always looks like it's a YouTube channel to me. And it is. Videos, shadowed. All right, Third Eye Open, Tool Tribute. There we go. So you do have a channel. I just answered that question. Liz P says, wow, inflexible. How does a cucumber become a pickle? A jarring experience. Ha. What's one of your favorite restaurants in the city, says Kyrie? For value, I'm going to say Square Boy. $7.50 for like a delicious burger, fries, and pop. That's like a huge serving, served by like the nicest people on planet Earth. If we go up a notch to like mid-tier or a little bit above that, I would go, I don't know. I had Mr. Donkatsu the other night and it like blew my mind how good it was. Is it the best? Maybe the Okonomi House. I love some okonomiyaki. Honestly, like, I like Gyubi. Gyubi is amazing. All you can eat Japanese barbecue. It's a little pricey, but it is chef's kiss. It is so good. Don't order the pork. Don't order the chicken. Just order the beef. The beef is so good. And you definitely get your money's worth. There's a few different Gyubis you can go to, but yeah, like, that's the beauty of Toronto. There's literally like a million restaurants at every price point. So, but if I had to choose one to go to, I would go to Barbarians. That would be it. Jellybean says, I'm going to Yonge and Finch. What should I eat? What's the name of that restaurant? Dear Saigon. Go to Dear Saigon and have yourself some pho. That is excellent. You got to try Shinta, Johnny Stumbles. Shinta. What is Shinta? Shinta Toronto. Shinta Japanese barbecue. There's one on Baldwin that was also phenomenal. Angus and Wagyu. Toronto's premium all-you-can-eat Japanese barbecue. North York Empress Walk. Oh, we can book a time. All right, I will look into Shinta Japanese barbecue. Do they have pricing on here? All you can eat. 10% off, cash only. That's their way of saying we're not paying any tax. Friday, to Sunday, and holidays, $99.99. That's a lot more than Gyubi. For $100, I would honestly rather just go to a nice steakhouse and get a nice steak for that price. I'll try it, but I don't think it's that much better for that extra. Math Doctor says no value here. Sorry. Yeah, that is that's the equivalent of like going to a 5-star hotel over like a 4-star. You're paying so much more for, I don't know. Tiana says cash only. Wanted Chinese food with Johnny. Yeah, Cowson Road is excellent. Cowson Road, Thai. There's a whole bunch of like northern Thai restaurants. Somtin Jinda. Alicia says, Johnny, enjoy the nice warm weather wherever you're going. Eat and drink plenty. It's honestly the best time to travel, especially away from this weather we're having. Thank you, Alicia. This time last year, I just got back from the Dominican and I was turning around and heading out the door to go to Thailand with my friend Dehan. When was I there? Johnny Strides, Koh Samui. 11 months ago. Remember this beach live stream?
On the beach a little bit. I just wanted to kind of hang out and show you guys what it was like.
There I am rocking the dad bod. What day was this on? This was towards the end of our trip. This was Thursday, January 31st. So this was almost a year ago. G says blizzard warning at Perry Sound tomorrow. Alicia says you remember this. Yeah, this was a Koh Samet, kind of a underrated island. It's not, everyone and their uncle now is going to want to go to Koh Samui because the HBO show that just wrapped up filming there, White Lotus. I went to Koh Samui a few years ago, but like this was phenomenal. Like the beach wasn't too busy. The water was perfect. Like the hotel was like super good. It was very easy to get to from Bangkok. Like it was literally like a $60 car ride. Like, sorry, why would you take the bus when you can get into a car for a few hours and it's only $60? Like 10 out of 10. I would go back to Koh Samet. You know what movie looks like it's going to be entertaining? Love Hurts, says Stephen T. Hey, we're going into the fourth quarter. The Bills are going for it on 4th and 1 to start the quarter. Johnny Strides Koh Samet. And then I went to Koh Larn or Koh Lan? Walking Samay Beach. And then on a return trip to Thailand, I went to this beach. So yeah, this is definitely the time of year to be going to places like this. Now see, this says, what's the shark situation there? Did the Bills get it? The Chiefs say they didn't. There's one Bill who says they did. It looks like the Bills got it. Ooh, was that just a little bit of a dad bod reveal? This beach was not as nice as Koh Samet. Digital Blade Canada says, I just got back from Cancun last week, but what the hell? You earned the tip for this live stream and being an awesome virtual host for Sunday. Thank you, Digital Blade Canada, for the $5. Definitely appreciated. Cheers to you. I'll cheers you with my empty Diet Pepsi. And there's 14 minutes left in the Bills game. I was going to do some quizzes and stuff, but we can save that for a future live stream, right? We're at 290 viewers on this stream so far. Thank you so much. Do like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Hey, James Cook. Oh, he gets hammered trying to go up the middle. So we're probably going to be out of here before the game is over. But if you want to call in, keep it short, keep it sweet. Feel free to ask me. Have a question on hand. But 647-247-3726. 647-247-3726. We're going to keep it short and sweet tonight. But have a question, have a joke. We're getting a phone call already. And are you into the Academy Awards? Not really. Hello there.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Dylan. What's up?
Well, I'm doing good. Today I went for a walk. Late earlier on this evening, and it was cold outside.
Yeah, it was cold indeed. This is Dylan Reynolds, longtime viewer, calling from Pickering. Yeah, it was like -1 today, but with the wind, it felt way, way colder than that, right?
Yeah.
Are you watching the Bills game?
I am watching the Bills game.
Awesome. Well, the theme for tonight is short and sweet. Do you have a question for me or our viewers?
Well, I have a question for you and the viewers.
Okay, let us hear it.
What was the last time the Toronto Maple Leafs went to the Eastern Conference Final, and what year was it?
Let's see if when was the last time the Toronto Maple Leafs went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and what year was it? Let's see if people can, I have no idea. Was it like Eastern Conference Finals, like 1994, I want to say? And I think they were playing the Kings, right?
No, it was, apparently a lot of people said 2000. I think a lot of people said 2002, and it was 1990. It was 2002 when they played Carolina.
But some people are saying 1993. I knew it was like early 90s, and it was versus the Kings, and I think it was a very notorious referee who effed us over in that series.
Yeah, it was. I think it was. There were 4 of them. I think it was 1993, 94, 1994, and then when Toronto, and then there were. I think there were 2 times. I want to give everybody a hint here in the for everyone in the chat. It was after Toronto was amalgamated into the mega city that I know today.
1999.
Yeah, 99 was the first one, and then the second one was 2002 when they played Carolina.
Awesome. Well, Dylan, it's time to put you on the spot. Do you have a joke for us?
Well, I wouldn't say man. Actually, I think I have someone that's probably the best joke for. And do you have a joke for everyone tonight?
Yeah,
What's your joke?
I think that the person or the team that wins the Super Bowl will win it because they have made socks out of underwear. That way they will be undefeated.
Haha. They will be undefeated. Get it? Socks out of underwear. That's a what we call a dad joke. Well, thank you for calling in, Dylan. And I hope you have an awesome night.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Bye.
Dylan Reynolds, everyone. And if you want to call in, we got another caller calling in here. And did I just hang up on them? 905 caller calling after Dylan. Feel free to call back. I had a call coming in. If you want to call in, the number, I posted it. I should have pinned it, but I forgot to. Let me go up. We've got a caller coming in from a 614 area code. 614. Hello there. And they hung up. Alicia Lewis says I would call in, but I don't have any jokes. You can call in without a joke. I'll just make fun of you for it. That's fine. You will be the joke. I'm just kidding. Hello there. Hi. Who are we speaking with?
Chris.
Chris from Young and Lawrence.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Is it really your birthday today?
It is. It is my birthday.
Did
31.
31. That is a ridiculous number. Don't make me jealous. Congrats on being still in your early 30s. You've got 1 or 2 more years of being able to say early 30s, right?
So.
So what'd you do for your birthday?
I I did. My parents came up from Hamilton for the afternoon. We went out for lunch. Yesterday we went out to Medieval Times. That was fun. My night ended up losing first round, so that was fun.
Yeah, I haven't been to Toronto Medieval Times. I went in Florida once a long time ago, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was good. I've been to the one in Myrtle Beach. The Myrtle Beach one is really nice.
Yeah, did you know it's Wayne Gretzky's birthday today? I guess you're well aware of that.
My favorite thing is my mom used to be like the biggest fan of Wayne Gretzky, and she just likes to brag that I was born on his birthday. So
that's cool. I used to, because I didn't really look like my dad, I used to tell people my mom had an affair with Wayne Gretzky, and that's why I'm so good at things. But
amazing.
So, do you have anything for the audience or for me, question-wise or story-wise?
I don't have a question, but I have a joke.
All right, we will take it. We like jokes.
Okay, so did you know that Yoda has a last name?
Did you know that Yoda has a last name? No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's Leahy-Hoo.
Lady who?
Leahy-Hoo. Yoda Leahy-Hoo.
Oh, ha! All right. If I had a gong, I would be hitting it, but that's a pretty decent joke. But
thank you.
But congrats on making the big 3-1. Here's to many more, and thank you for the super chat earlier.
Thank you so much.
And
yoink.
Yoink. All right, that's the way to do it. Yoink your way out of the phone call. There is Chris. Thank you. And I think I ran into her a few months ago up at Young Lawrence, and she said hi in person. Oh, we've got a 614 number calling in. Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, who are we speaking with?
Question.
Sorry?
This is... Yes, sir. This is... This is... That's a person in the chat.
Oh, well, how are you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. So, do you have anything to share with? Oh, the Bill. Are you watching the football game?
No.
Patrick Mahomes just got a touchdown. KC 27, Buffalo 22. Well, Sebastian, do you have anything to share with us? No. Where is 614? What city is that? Oh, okay. It's kind of breaking up a little bit. It's the connection. I don't know. Maybe you're using a voice IP. Well, the Chiefs are going for 2, and they got it. Well, looks to be Ohio, says Lisa. So you're calling from the U.S.
Yes.
Awesome stuff. And do you ever go to Cedar Point? No, that's the one thing. What about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? That's in Ohio, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Sebastian, I don't want to keep you, but I want to thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
It's always nice. It's always nice to talk to viewers. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sebastian. Yoink. All right, Sebastian. Thank you for calling in. I think there was a bit of a flaky connection there, but we heard him. We heard him. We have a 647 number calling in. Hello there.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, who is this?
Epic National HD.
This is Epic National HD. Did you win your bowling on Friday night?
No, Yoshi beat me.
What, didn't Yoshi treat everyone?
Yeah, I know, right?
So I think he knew he was good at it, because if I'm inviting a bunch of people to go do something and I'm paying for it, I'm only doing that if I know I'm gonna kick their ass, right? Like, that's kind of. I'm not gonna do that and get beaten. I'm sorry, that's just the way it works.
Yeah.
Sebastian says, I was so nervous. No worries, buddy. It was great to talk to you.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in. So you're doing what? Was it duck pin bowling?
Pin. Yeah, it was duck pin and then regular 2-pin bowling. 2-pin bowling.
Oh, you duck pin and 10 pin, and this was at Fairview Mall?
Oh yeah, is that at the new Palladium there that they have there?
Oh, there's a new Palladium. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
that's cool. Do you have anything to share with us?
No, besides going to be live at 10 a.m. tomorrow at the Princess Wales ice rink in Etobicoke.
Oh, what's going on there?
There's at least practice.
Oh, yes. Yes, I might go to that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Are they going to be playing music there?
I hope not, but if yeah, oh well.
Yeah, like, that's my thing. Like, do I want to go? That's on my, like, I was thinking of doing a live stream tomorrow, and I was looking at, I always check to see if there's any events or anything going on, just so, and there almost never is, but at least on a Monday. But I was surprised, like, holy crap, there's something going on a Monday morning.
On a Monday.
And you got to make that massive hike. I was like, I'll just take an Uber or a Lyft. Like, I don't even want to, like, how are you getting there tomorrow?
Bike, probably, TTC, I don't know yet.
Yeah, like, to me, that's a Uber situation. No
I
offense.
think up like 8:30, 7:30, maybe 45.
Also, there's the issue of there's going to be such a big crowd. Like, can I get it in my video, right? I've got this new gimbal here, and what it can do is it has this like telescopic arm. So
Oh, nice.
if I'm ever in a big crowd, I can like see up. And this cable here, that can charge my phone, so I don't have to like plug.
I think it was on Amazon.
Yeah, this is the InstaFlow Pro 2. I think it's pretty cool.
Pro 2, yeah.
I'm pretty happy with it. All right, are you watching the Bills game?
Yes, on Chrome. I'm not watching on TV. My dad is.
Are you rooting for the Bills? They got their backs up against the wall a little bit.
Sadly, they're losing right now, but yeah, I am.
Second and 1. Come on, Josh Allen.
9:22, yeah.
I'm a terrible YouTube host. Yes, James Cook racks up the yards, as Lisa would say. Go Sports. Well, Liam, do you have anything else to share with us?
Sadly, I don't have any jokes, but I'll see you tomorrow if you are coming.
If I don't go, I'm just gonna either post a video or take a walk. I'm not sure what I'm doing. But thank you so much for calling in, Liam. Jokeless
Anytime.
Epic National HD.
Usual.
All right, cheers.
Take it.
That was Liam, and we've got another caller already. Hello there.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Who are we speaking with?
My name is Digital Blade.
Digital Blade Canada. Thank you so much for the support earlier in the super chat. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, awesome man. Yeah, enjoy a lot. Oh, hold on. I have to. It's a bit of a reverb, but yeah, awesome man. Johnny, love your videos and all that stuff. Keep it up, bud.
No, thank you.
Always got up to
No,
say.
thank you so much. And it's always. Is this your first time calling in or your second time?
Second time I think I told him.
Yeah, I remember we spoke once, but like I've probably taken a few hundred calls by now, so it's I don't want to offend anyone. It's like when someone meets me and I'm like, nice to meet you, and they're like, I sniped you a year ago. I feel like an idiot because it's like, oh, sorry. You know, like I don't exactly have the best noggin in the world when it comes to.
Well, I just gotta say, like, I enjoy watching your channel. Thank you for representing Toronto and all that.
Yeah.
I have a joke for you.
That's awesome. Can you share it with us?
What do you call fake spaghetti?
What do you call fake spaghetti? For some reason.
Pasta.
Sorry?
An impasta. Sorry, lame one. But
Yeah.
that's all I got.
For some reason, when you said spaghetti, oh, Bill's taking it all the way down to the 2. Was that Shakir with the catch? Oh, it was Hollins. Yeah, sorry, I'm watching the Bills game. Cool.
I got another one for you.
All right. Stephen T says that's a knee slapper. Let's have another knee slapper.
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Sorry, can you repeat that? Why?
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
I don't know why they don't trust atoms.
Because they might be up to something.
You are 2 for 2. You are 2 for 2. Alicia Lewis, so you're not watching the Bills game, I take it?
Not that much into sports. I love soccer. That's about it.
I'm sorry to be a little preoccupied, but thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for your support, and thank you for not 1 but 2 pretty awesome jokes.
Oh yeah, cheers, Johnny.
All right, cheers to you.
Have a good one.
You too. That was Digital Blade Canada, and there's Josh Allen rolling in the pocket. It's no good. 2nd and goal. Mac Hollins with the catch. He's got a good DIY repair TikTok, says Dat Pace. Mac Hollins TikTok. Oh, we've got a 202 number calling in there. Hello there.
Hello.
Hi, who are we speaking with?
This is Canadian Vasily.
Canadian Vasily, are you going to the Leafs outdoor practice tomorrow as well?
Not for a long time, but I'll maybe drop in for a bit.
Stephen T says you can't trust 202 numbers.
Never.
Yeah, that's evil. But you live on the west side, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I live close to where Ken's premiere today was.
Oh, what? Oh, that was out in Rexdale.
Yeah. But the Maple Leafs game would be just down Islington.
Yeah, that's
for
easy.
me.
That's easy for you. Yeah, I was talking to Ken about how I've been wanting to do Woodbine Mall for the longest time, and I haven't, like, I have all my research, like, done. Like, you know, whenever I go somewhere new, I like to look it up and make some notes and try to remember it. So I just have stuff to talk about, like how old is the mall, how many stores are there, what changes have been made, you know, and I figure out a route and all that, like who owns it, is it Oxford, is it Cadillac Fairview, whatever. And I've done it all for Woodbine, and I just can't get myself to go because it's such a long, brutal trek. So cool that Ken went there. One of us two went there. I really should go.
I was actually meaning to go there for a long time.
And you have a car, right?
Which I live close to it, so
yeah,
there's no real excuse. But I'm just kind of lazy to go there because it's kind of empty.
Yeah, but people like an empty, dead mall. Those words do well. Dave Little says Johnny Strides keep on walking on the far side. Lorraine says that mall was cool. Lisa says I need a car share membership. You know, Alicia says yes, another perfect touchdown. Okay, now I'm not scared no more. You just gave it away. You told me that there's going to be a touchdown now. Jeanette says touchdown. Thanks for touchdown. Now I can confirm it. Being tied is just a strategy for the Bills. It's gonna come down to a field goal for the Bills, isn't it? Hey, Curtis Samuel. I've had a lot of faith in him in prior years on my fantasy teams. Awesome. He was a Washington Redskin, or I guess Commander, as they call it. Well, Vasily, you haven't stream sniped in a while, and I think the last time I saw you had the bracelet from Tiana.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And Epic Nation HD hasn't stream sniped in a while either.
Mm-hmm. But I did go to Niagara yesterday. I got to see the frozen river. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that did look pretty cool. Jellybean says, I found the air tag. Hello, Firefly Angel. So, Vasily, you know what I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, I'm a little empty-handed.
No jokes?
No jokes.
No jokes. That is sad. Well,
I am the joke today.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Canadian.
You said it first, though, so it's okay.
Boom Production says, Johnny Strides, you are invited to my Super Bowl party. Still some great seats available. Will it conflict with the Sunday Night Stumbles? Maybe we'll have to work on that. I'll have to figure that out. I think I usually do stream on Super Bowl Sundays. Yes, Google said. All right, I'm just reading some of your messages. Well, Vasily, thank you so much for calling in, and I'm sure we'll cross paths sooner than later.
Yeah, someday.
All right. Cheers, Canadian Vasily.
All right. Yoink.
Yoink. Whippy Dude says, why is your TV on delay? Oh, it's my totally legitimate. Hey, at least it's in 4K. It's perfect quality. It's just a little bit slower. It's a totally legitimate provider. It's not I'm not watching this through the TVMate app, through IPTV provider. No, I am totally watching it through a legitimate source. But I want to, Steven says, if I had a streaming show, I guess I would have to make my show always just basically Stumbles, Steven Stumbles. But I want to, also there's a delay between my stream and you guys, right? There's like a 12, 13 second delay as people find out when they call in. Lisa says, I'd be happy to never hear yoink again. Unpopular opinion, I know. Well, if you can come up with a new word, then maybe we'll switch. But this stream is going to end on a high note. I'm totally not ending it to go watch the rest of the Bills game. We just normally run it for an hour and a half anyways. But I want to thank everyone who called in. I should be going live next Sunday night on this channel, same time. I don't know tomorrow morning on the Johnny Strides channel if I'm going to post a video or if I'm going to go live. If I do go live, am I going to go down and try to watch the Gong Show? That is the Leafs practice. I don't know. Math Doctor says, arigato gozaimasu. Yes, same to you. Tiana likes yoink. Yeah, we should make that a poll. Jennifer Gala, Gertej, Carolyn, Sheena, Epic Nation HD, Jellybean, LeVillain Byler, everyone, Vivian Johnson. Did I see Marge tonight? Jeanette, Kurt Affair, DJ Belmont, Mike T. Thank you guys so much for calling in. Thanks to everyone who sent support. Happy birthday to you, Chris. You gave me an idea to go check out Medieval Times sometimes. But I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in. I hope you all have an awesome, awesome start to your week. It is the start to the week. Aiden Thompson McGuire, 279 at the buzzer. Thank you so much for the buzzer beating 279. Thank you, Aiden Thompson McGuire, and everyone else. All right, it's time to go. Let me pull up my button of death. When I click this button, the stream will end. As Jeanette says, peace and yoinks. Have a good night, guys. Yoink. Your live stream will stop immediately, and you will no longer be live.